Hello, hello, everybody out there in the land of the internet and internet land. What is bonking internet? Welcome back to another episode of the No Skill Podcast. Hello, how's everybody doing out there? Today we have a very special episode, a couple of special guests, one of which whom is here, but he is not here, but he is everywhere. But first of all, introductions. I'm your lovely host. I am a DJ. Next to me is Brandon.
What up? How's it going?
Down the line, welcome back. Say a big hello to Mando.
Hello.
And on the end is Mikey.
We're here, we survived, and we're ready to tell the tales.
The tales of, well, actually, lastly, the special guest that is here, but he is not here. Say hi for the very first time, Sniklee. Hello, sir.
Yo, what's going on?
First time on the show. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. It's gonna be a good one.
I've heard some of the stories already, but I want to get the full gist of what went on the weekend that Mikey was describing earlier. These guys just came back from probably one of the biggest concerts to come out of the West Coast is a 4-day show called Aftershock. So, real quick, I want to just let's get a brief synopsis. Like, what is Aftershock? And I'm gonna go down to you, Mikey. What is Aftershock for the people that don't know? We've talked about it before, but for the new people whom have been gathering here, hi, by the way, thank you for subscribing and hanging out. Explain what Aftershock is.
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Aftershock is the quick rising start, easily becoming one of North America's largest rock music festivals. They do rock, they do metal, they do rap. They did a little bit of country this year, which was kind of strange.
Really?
We'll get into that. But yeah, it is 4 days, about 10 to 12 hours a day, nonstop, always something happening, good food, good drinks, and a stacked lineup every single year. And we survived all 4 days consecutively. That means not a one miss this year.
I remember last year you guys had to skip the last day to recover because you guys were like beat down and worn out.
We took the third day off, came back for the last day because I was fresh off a torn disc. I had a spine injury. So going to Aftershock was probably a terrible idea, but we did it anyways.
I mean, to be fair, that third day, I mean, if you remember the lineup, it wasn't all that exciting. It was weak. So it's not like you missed a lot.
Roach.
Papa Roach would have been a good one, but other than
that was the only one, yeah.
The one evening time band.
I was at my house with the tall boy in my backyard singing Scars just in the dark.
It's like, I can't see them, but I'm going to throw my own little concert.
I can hear them in my soul.
Dude, in my heart. Just let's be real. Scars is like every inner emo kid, no matter what age you are, one of your songs in your playlist is Scars by Papa Roach.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
I might sing that at karaoke this week. I just might do it.
Anyway.
Do it. Yes.
So, real quick, I want to dial back to Sniklee. I don't want to leave him out because, audience, once again, you may only see 4 of us, but there are 5 people here. So keep that in mind, okay? Okay, I love you. So, Sniklee, Aftershock. Is this a concert that you go to regularly? Was this your first time?
No, actually, I've gone a few times prior, but I did once I moved away. So I think it's the last 3 I didn't go to besides this one. So I think since 2021 and 2022 I didn't go to, but I believe 2020 I was there.
All right. So then, because I've heard some of the stories revolving around you and your father, but how was overall before we get into the nitty gritty? How was your overall experience with Aftershock this year? Because I really want to go at some point in my lifetime, and it's on my bucket list. Once I move to the West Coast, I'm going to the very next one. But so, how was it overall?
Oh, absolutely. I'd say if you haven't gone to a rock festival such as that, which again, to piggyback on what Mikey's saying, that it is from the research becoming one of the largest East Coast rock festival gatherings with, I believe West it was Coast. 160.
North American.
What's that?
North American.
Oh, and whatever.
You just say North American.
Yeah, there you go.
North American. It's all the same. You're just splitting hairs. So either way, it's very popular. It's gaining traction. It started from a 2-day event to a 4-day event. If you haven't gone, definitely recommend going. They had something over 160,000 attendance over a 4-day weekend, and I mean it's only going to continue to get bigger. Now 4 days was fucking brutal. That was. I'm still young at heart, but damn, did my knees feel it. My knees definitely felt it.
I feel that, especially when I go to conventions, and conventions are only 3 days long. Friday and Saturday, I'm cool. Sunday, I'm like, okay. You know what?
Getting those step counters in.
Might actually need to get that osteoporosis med. Fuck. I'm dying. Yeah, so 4 days of music. I know I have some friends in California that went to Aftershock this year. One of them lives in Vacaville or Vacaville.
Vacaville.
Just because we're Latinos, it's not Vacaville.
I don't know.
They trying to vacate that
Again,
area.
you guys are just splitting hairs.
The Vacavilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, she took pictures of her at Aftershock, posted them on Facebook, and I'm like, "Why did you tell me you were going, slut?" And she goes, "Why?" I'm like, I have people you could have met up with.
We were already rolling deep. We had a good group of people.
She's part of the family of rednecks that don't listen to country; they listen to hardcore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like she took pictures of them tailgating. One dude was doing a beer chug of Jägermeister because why the fuck not? Apparently,
I think we saw that guy.
that might have been them. Was it like a big group of at least 10, possibly 16 people?
Oh, dude, walking in, there were roaming packs of people just shotgunning shit, doing beer bongs. Like, it was out of hand.
Good lord.
Like, she was toasted by 11:30 a.m.
Sounds about right.
What if there's that person that was leaned over the trash can?
Because I know you told me that you were faded off your fucking face, like, by, like, noon.
Yeah, every day except the last day. The last day was chill and relax and enjoy it. Every other day, our friend, who's a terrible influence, brought an ice chest full of buzz balls, shots, and twisted teas. And then I had Jack Daniels. Huh?
He wanted y'all to get fuckered up.
No, she is expecting and said, I can't drink, so y'all gotta do it for me. Don't let me down, bitches.
Yes.
I'm like, you got it, coach. Put me in.
Then, lastly, real quick, Mando. Overall, how was your overall experience with this year's Aftershock?
I don't drink so much, so I have my own ways of partying at Aftershock. It was pretty good, I'd say, probably because of that. You know?
What?
I smoke a lot, so I don't know how you guys feel about smoke on the talk on the podcast.
He's a basic white girl.
You can say it,
I smoke a lot of weed all the time, and I took an extra amount to Aftershock this year, which made everything better, including Guns N' Roses, because everybody was complaining about Guns N' Roses set, and I'm just like, it's not that bad.
And then he gets, we leave the venue,
too.
And he's like, I've had 11 joints today.
I was like, thought about it. I get it. This makes sense.
First off, real quick, I apologize in advance if you hear dogs barking in the background. Somebody is walking through the door and they are losing their absolute mind, so I apologize if you hear this.
I cried during Avenged Sevenfold, which is fantastic.
I would too. I would too.
Yeah, if the music makes you cry, it's got to be a good time, right?
I love how you looked at me too, and you're like, "All right, you're crying, pussy." And like 10 seconds later, you had the one tear escape down your cheek, and I'm like, "Wow, really?"
Just the one.
Certain songs just like fucking hit you differently, dude.
Well,
then there were tears of happiness also.
Well, I've been dying to tell you guys about that setup. If you want to just jump right into that story, or if you want to do a little more.
Send it. I want to hear this.
I've been kind of keeping this one under wraps, audience, because this was a really cool setup. For anyone who knows Avenged Sevenfold and who knows So Far Away, it's a tribute piece. They lost a dear friend and a key member. So they're doing this, and they do a big speech at the beginning talking about the struggles of life and like what it means to really lose somebody and what it means to accept and move on and how hard that could be. And they play the song, and they get everyone in the venue, like literally 20, 30,000 people deep, lights in the air, lighters, phones, whatever you got. It goes from pitch black night to daytime, blinding light, and they light up the whole backdrop as stars, and the Rev silhouette lights up in the constellations, and they start playing the song. Bro, there wasn't a dry eye in that house. Everybody was fucking weeping. We all had a moment, like, legit.
I gotta say that I didn't have this moment to paint a picture. I'm a staggering 5'5", so I had a hard time seeing over people.
The only reason he was crying was he had to smell the flatulence of people farting. He was just like, they had onions.
Dude, I was just happy that the tall girl next to me during that set had decent smelling armpits. Like,
what
she had her arms up recording and she didn't stink, and I was like, thank God.
They matured. They
I'm
bumped
okay
up
with
Old
this.
Spice. They're like, fuck Axe body spray.
Dog, I would have put you on my shoulders. All you had to do was say something.
Even like turning around and looking back, it was just an ocean of people with just their lights up. You couldn't see anybody not having one. It was a beautiful sight.
It was a beautiful.
Like a lot of
beautiful
people
moment.
have to understand and remember, like the entirety of Avenged Sevenfold is they're all friends. They weren't just like a group of dudes that were just like, hey, you can play guitar, I can play drums, but you just need to find a bassist and a singer. They are schoolyard chums from the early days of like 3rd, 4th grade. They've known each other forever. And so when you lose not just a drummer or a coworker or a bandmate, you lose one of your homies. They didn't tour for like 3, 4, 5 years, and then they finally said, you know what, he wouldn't want us to stay down too badly. Let's keep going and just remember him.
I think it was 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
I get that, bro. That's a hard level of grief when someone you're that close to leaves. It's that I could 100% have seen that being the end of the band, and I wouldn't have blamed them.
Mm-hmm. But they found a way to push forward, and
We're thankful they didn't.
Oh yeah, and honestly, hands down, I can also say this: Avenged Sevenfold has been one of my favorite bands ever, at least in my top 5 to see live, because they put on such a fantastic show.
Crazy, man. I felt bad that Tool had to go after him.
That what?
That Tool had to go after him.
I don't feel bad. Fuck Tool.
Fuck Tool.
You guys always drink your haterade. It's okay. Some of you have, no taste buds.
Nobody cried at Tool. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Did anyone mosh?
I'm not gonna go into that.
No, everyone at Tool has arthritis and they're 40.
Well, real quick, I'll say this.
There you go.
Respect
These guys are drinking haterade.
We can move on.
Let's move on.
You wanted to bring up the haterade. Tool is an amazing band, done great things. Fuck these people. They don't know shit.
Can you do a bit where you impersonate Donald Trump defending Tool, please? Like, not right now.
Not right now.
But like
off recording, yes, I'll try.
I'll give them this much. They're the only band that I could think of to where like you can go on hiatus for 13 years and come back and your fan base grew. Like you lost no one. Everybody was still there.
I'd argue System of a Down could be in that same category.
Well, System of a Down was still sporadically making not touring, but they were still putting on live shows. They were just staying to the West Coast. They never were like stopped. Mm-hmm. Outside of the first like 5 or 6 years. But then actually this just came up because I see them as like they're obscure rock and roll. Especially Maynard James Keenan. His brain is odd and I love it. I would love to see a super hit between Tool and Rammstein since they're both weird bands.
That would be a sick tour, though.
A fucking gnarly tour. I might actually go to a Tool show.
We're trying to end on such a high note.
I don't know. I might not. I might skip it.
I think y'all need to shush and just move on because drinking your haterade. We're talking about Aftershock here. Not you guys is not liking Tool.
Oh, that reminds me. You know who was Aftershock? Tool.
You know who wasn't having a teary eye during their stage set? Tool.
Dude, there were people crying for some of the other bands, but we can get into that later. That was not for the right reasons.
All right, for anybody that listens that likes Tool, you don't have to be friends with these people.
That's cool.
It's okay.
I don't like you anyway.
That's fine.
Scream at us in the comment section. Prove me wrong. I dare
can just
you.
Picture like Sally and her friend
These
Gary just like Avenged Sevenfold put on such an emotional stage set. Oh shit, it's Tool nerds. Let's go get a hot dog.
They played on 2 different days. What do you mean they played after? It's 2 different fucking days.
Yeah, it was the day after.
Oh my fucking Christ.
A Perfect Circle is a better band.
Holy.
Let's move on.
We're done.
Holy, like, this is just to piss me off now. Okay.
We're done.
I can get some aggro going in here for no reason. Cool.
I was about to make a joke, but I think it might be too, well,
done.
not out of pocket, but it might be too close to saying something. So I'll keep that one in the old chamber.
Yeah, let it breathe.
Drink your haterade elsewhere.
What's next on the roster,
elsewhere.
Deej?
It's a tool pun. Fuck, it's gonna be burning in the back of my mind till we end.
Move on.
Move
So,
on.
all right, so you showcased that Avenged Sevenfold is one of the bands that you had a phenomenal time watching, and upon like 4 days and hundreds of different styles of music and different bands from like bands you've never heard of to the main stages, who are some of the bands that you guys were most fond of or like had the most fun watching live? And Sniklee, since it's been a hot minute, let's start with you. Let's start with Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Who were some of your highlights for that you enjoyed on Thursday?
Man. You know what? Give me a sec, because I mean, Avenged Sevenfold obviously is going to be number one because they killed it. They honestly killed. That was one of the bands that I was most looking forward to.
That was the day that
seeing when I was going.
Pennywise and AFI played.
What's that?
Pennywise and AFI played on Thursday.
AFI did. See, and that's where I messed up. I didn't get to see AFI.
Ooh.
I think I can't remember what I was doing, but yeah, I didn't get to go over and see them. I heard a little bit, which I was still super stoked with. Who else played that day? I'm having trouble remembering.
Incubus?
Avenged Sevenfold killed it. I didn't watch Incubus. I stayed over for Avenged Sevenfold. I stayed close. So the whole time Incubus played, I was over waiting for Avenged Sevenfold to start. That whole set for Incubus. Who was before Incubus?
Let's see. I got the whole lineup.
Probably
right
Stone
here.
Temple.
It was Census Fail before. Or no, wait. The Cult and the Bronx were.
Here we go.
6 o'clock slot.
The Cult was a fun show.
The Cult was pretty good. I liked the Cult. Pennywise was fucking awesome. And then it's funny because I'm at work just the other day and there was a song playing. I'm like, dude, I recognize that song. I just heard it. And I'm like, wait, this is Pennywise. And it was Fuck Authority. And it's just blaring on my work radio. I'm like, yo, is this Pennywise? And dude's like, yeah. I'm like, they're fucking rad live. Like, I like them. They were good. Otherwise, yeah, I think that was it besides Census Fail. I don't really remember much in the beginning because I was having a hell of a time with the group I was with Papa Sniklee and my cousin that I was with. It was just getting in was a treat. So
why
a
is that?
treat?
Delve into that, please. Go ahead and just open that one up.
Just trust me, story
was it that day?
So let's get started earlier.
Well, okay. Let me build a little description of this of Papa Sniklee. He's a staggering 5'9", long salt and pepper hair down to the crack of his ass. It's been that way since I was a kid. This man is of darker complexion because he's a construction worker, so he's out in the sun constantly.
We call that being tan.
Yeah. Yes, he is tan. Very tan. He is native though. You can definitely tell he's native. Shirt's always tucked in, belt and pants, typically in work boots. But
I like the Mexican side of my family.
Yeah, and he is going through a divorce, pretty much on the tail end of it, just waiting for stuff to be finalized. And needless to say, the old Papa Sniklee is on the prowl. He couldn't help but make comments the whole time. Just parking, trying to park the car. We parked the car, I think it was like 15, it was a 15-minute walk away from the venue. And it was constantly, look at them cheeks. Look at that ass. I'm like, Dad, shut the fuck up. And then then we get to the venue, and I remember first thing, there's a girl in some white fishnets, and not quite a thong, but not cheek huggers. And that's the first thing out of his mouth. Look at that ass. I'm like, Jesus Christ. She's like 20 feet away. Stop talking. Shut the fuck up. Like, can we get inside, please? And so from there, he's pretty tame. First day was tamed. We had beers, water, beer, water. First day was tamed. But I will pass the torch to somebody else that wants to talk about their Thursday because there's more to come with Papa Sniklee. Otherwise, for me, Thursday was the cult was good. Pennywise was awesome. Avenged Sevenfold was the main reason why I even showed up, and they hands down killed it. Would 110% go back and see them every single time that they played.
Oh yeah, you ever get a chance to see Avenged Sevenfold? I recommend taking it because they are fantastic showmen. Their music is good, and you will never be disappointed at an Avenged Sevenfold show. At least I haven't been disappointed yet. There's been other bands that I've been quite disappointed seeing them live. Five Finger Death Punch. Mikey.
Yes. So Thursday was fun. Dude. It's the first day of the festival. I've got 2 drinks in my pockets. I've got 2 drinks in my hands. I'm marching my way across the bridge, walking in, having a great time, hanging out or catching up with old friends. I'm gonna say this in a fairly rapid succession. Nothing Nowhere, solid. Senses Fail. It wasn't their best show. It was still good, but you can tell they were off. Traveling, you're touring, life hits you. I get it. We're not always at 100. That's just the way it is. I hope they come back. I hope they get to play their hearts out next year. Pennywise. Oh my god, I love those guys. The stage energy, the crowd work, the presentation. Dude, Pennywise is just fun. Old school punk. Love that shit. Ooh. Stone Temple, lots of fun, clean, crisp, enjoy it, relax. You don't have to go. It's a good time just hanging out. Mando and I got in the merch line and were able to get that done, which is a mission and a half, and catch the tail end of AFI set because it's right next to the merch booth. So that was actually a lot of fun. Everyone was chilling, but you can tell the crowd switched when they played Miss Murder because everyone who was sitting on the ground chilling, drinking, hanging out, on their feet, they're 13 again, they're kicking shit over. Theater's so fucking funny.
Because that was the emo take my line of 2008, 2009, dude. Like not even the entirety of the December Underground album, just that one song, plus the prelude in the music video. But that one song was everybody's like shit to listen to. Back, it was either that or The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars.
So yeah, dude, it was funny. Everyone came alive for that. They did a great show. It was a lot of fun. The Cult was really cool because that's kind of like what got me into rock when my dad was a fan. Enjoyed a lot of their music growing up, and to see them play that good that later in years, fucking awesome. I'm so glad they're still doing it. I wish them well. I hope they still have many more years of this in them because the Cult has been around for a long fucking at this point.
Oh yeah.
So that was really cool. And then Avenged Sevenfold, they played almost all the greatest hits. The stage show was immaculate. It was done to the nines. Dude, the effects, the crowds, the lights, working with the crowd. It was so much fun. And it was one of the most like chill headliners I'd ever been to because you weren't fighting for your life. Everybody was there to enjoy the show. And man, was it an experience. I will recommend anybody going to see a live show if they're available. Take it. If they're charging Metallica prices, buy 2 tickets because fuck Metallica.
Yeah, sure. Like
3 bands that you guys have drank haterade on already.
I like Metallica,
Holy,
but their prices are insane.
Holy shit!
Tell me, okay.
I'm not disagreeing with the prices, but goddamn, slow down on the haterade, boys.
No, I'm not gonna slow down because if you're gonna charge for one band, one show, one night, what an entire festival costs for 4 bands of the same caliber, I have issues with you.
It was like I'm not gonna lie. The one time I saw Metallica live was at this festival called Boston Calling. It's only one. It's only one day. It might be 2. I forgot. Oh no, it's 3. It's 3 days long. I didn't give a fuck about the first 2 bands though, because Foo Fighters had to cancel because somebody died.
Yeah.
And then the second band, I think it was the Strokes. They canceled because they all got COVID. So back to back for Friday and Saturday, it was 9 Inch Nails. I've seen 9 Inch Nails several times before. I don't care. But each ticket was $500, and so I'm like, I'm technically spending $500 just to see Metallica.
Yep.
But they're on my bucket list of bands I want to see before I die, or before, in this case, before they die. Why not? So I can understand that, but I do also understand. You know what? I understand you have superstardom, but come on, realize that the working man is your demographic.
Or you can get a $350 ticket and catch Avenged Sevenfold, Tool, Korn, and Guns N' Roses as your headliners, with everybody else smattered in.
And Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that, but I'm just saying.
Moving down the line before we continue slandering bands, we just need to make an episode of hot takes of bands, and then we like fight each other. Man,
I would love that episode actually.
Sam, your highlights of Thursday, because I remember seeing your stories that you posted on the old Book Faces, and I'm like, when you put up the high school rock ones, I'm like, that's actually kind of sick. I love punk music like that. And then you put up the Avenged Sevenfold one. I'm like, these guys are sitting. Well, at least you were sitting down in grass. Like he's lounging.
What?
Man, schlump.
I was not sitting for Avenged Sevenfold, sir.
I said, did I say Avenged Sevenfold? I meant AFI. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we were chilling after the merch line, but yeah, Thursday just felt like high school rock day from the moment we walked in there. Went from nothing nowhere to White Reaper, which wasn't too bad. Saw a band called Thousand Below, also not too bad. And then
Ooh, I like
went to Pennywise. Pennywise was fantastic. I loved seeing them. It wasn't apparently I've seen them before, but every year I go to Aftershock, I'm pretty stoned, so I don't have the greatest memory. Stone Temple Pilots is where I take a little bit of a turn, and I kind of just chilled. And I heard them, but I didn't hear them. One of those kind of shows.
Like I saw you, but I didn't quite process what was going on audibly.
I don't remember. Where were they? They were. I think we were hanging out with Sniklee and his group at the time, and I just didn't care. But yeah, AFI, the Cult, and Avenged Sevenfold that day, awesome. Thursday was great. It was a good warm up. It was hot as shit every day though.
The hottest Aftershock on record.
I'm pretty sure it was Thursday before we got through the gates. It was still walking through this metal maze. Was when we saw day one when we saw somebody bent over the trash can in the metal maze's line, just waiting for a medic. Had a friend there, just couldn't make it in.
No alcohol involved, just raw heat and distance.
Heat, just getting to people, not making it in. And yeah, it was hot, but enjoyable still. Found the shade when you can and drank water all day long.
That's what you need to do. You're going to survive some of these days-long festivals. Is like do what you need to do to just stay alive.
Yeah,
luckily we had our DD. Like Mikey said, pregnant person makes for a great DD.
Oh, dude, homegirl came through. She had cold waters in the car. We had snacks. Mm-hmm. We were fucking spoiled this year.
She hit me up. She's like, it's my turn to drive, and I'm just like, you're right.
The hell you say?
Isn't it my turn to DD this year? You know what? Consulting the records. Yes, you are absolutely right. What? Yes, you are.
I've driven almost every year I've gone, and I've been going since 2017 when Mikey gave me a ticket to see System of the Down there for one day, and I've just been going every year.
Oh, System of a Down.
No, please come out.
Different story. I almost died at that show, but that's different day.
You and Tyler were like walking water fountains. That shit was.
That was a war zone. That's why.
Yeah.
Holy
fight for your life shows.
Yeah, different day.
God, I dig it. That's the one fun part about going to some of these festivals, because that just takes me back to some of the festivals that I grew up in, like in the era of Ozfest. And Ozfest, depending on the location, was maybe 1, possibly 2 days long, depending on how many stages you had.
Well,
Ozfest, huh?
No, go ahead. Finish. Sorry.
I was about to say, Ozfest was the festival that got me so hooked onto the festival life. I loved going to Ozfest, and then it stopped. Sorry, Ozzy.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad I'm never going to get a chance to see Ozzy since he was forced into retirement. That's
I got to see him.
That's
I caught him after 2 years.
Sup, motherfuckers?
And I started going to concerts too late, so I missed out on that one.
Yeah,
that's it.
I gotta say though, watching him live, like he's standing up there singing, and I'm like, damn, he's old. He's just standing still. And then next thing I know, Zach Wild goes on a fucking good 15-minute guitar solo. It was War Pigs. I won't forget it. It was War Pigs. Zach Wild goes on a guitar solo. Next thing I know, I look up on stage, Ozzy is gone. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did he go? Like, get the fuck out of this guitar solo. Get the fuck back on this stage, and let's get rocking. This dude comes out of nowhere. And now he is sprinting back and forth on the stage. I'm like, okay, Ozzy, bro, slow down. You're going to trip over one of those fucking mic cords and you're going to bust a hip and then the show's going to be over. I'm going to be pissed. Like, but slow down. This dude's just running back and forth. I was like, all right, you know what? We're vibing. Let's get it.
Well, dude,
Horns up, baby.
Because he's still like, to this day, he's doing like every single Delta Sigma variant of every single drug known to mankind. And that's what keeps him going, and it hasn't killed him or Keith Richards yet, and I'm okay with it. But he had to stop because performing was slowly killing him.
And he bit the head off a bat? Come on now.
A bat and a bird.
Yeah, like this guy's invincible.
On that one demon from Lil Nicky.
True.
Sorry, I'm stupid. Move on.
But now we're gonna go ahead.
I was gonna say something about Aftershock. When I started going, it was only 3 days long, and then they've only done the 4-day thing 2 years, and the last year was the fourth day was Thursday, and it was a half day, and the attendance for that fourth day, the headliner was Cypress Hill a year ago, which is awesome, and this year, yeah, and this year is Avenged Sevenfold, and the attendance for a Thursday was wild.
Thursday and Friday were sold out.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday definitely had an attendance drop. But I don't know. It feels like Aftershock's growing so quick. I think it's going to be a week-long festival in the next, 10 years.
Easily.
I agree with you 100%.
Well, especially since organized festivals still aren't a thing yet, because we don't have Ozfest, and then we don't have Warped Tour, we don't have Mayhem, and then Mayhem is trying to make a resurgence. They were just like, oh yeah, the last Mayhem, it was a bad PR. We shouldn't have had Disturbed and Slipknot do 2 years in a row. Okay, so if you were to make a comeback, who would be your two main stages? Disturbed and Slipknot.
I'd go every year. I'd go every year still.
I'd go. Shit.
Yeah, I'd go every year still.
These three jackoffs in the same spots.
They swap one of them out with like Avenged Sevenfold and like Limp Bizkit or Death Clock once in a while.
Limp Bizkit doesn't play that kind of music no more.
Bro, okay, we're not.
Limp Bizkit was on Friday. We're gonna get into that soon.
You drinking damn haterade.
Like, I love Limp Bizkit. I hate
before we get out of Thursday, real quick, I want to rewind. I was looking around for merch. I disbanded from my group for a minute to go look around and scan the area, and I go over to this fucking booth, right? And I see Eargasm, right? And I'm like, oh, cool, man, because I have gauges in my ear. So I'm like, cool, I'm gonna get some new gauges, concert gauges, like a little souvenir for myself. I walk up there, hardly any line. I get up there, I'm like, so what's this about? And they're like, oh, these are earplugs. I'm like, the fuck? Earplugs? Like, yeah, they're earplugs. I'm like, okay, so what's with these earplugs? Oh, well, they're like noise canceling, so you can hear the concert, but it's not as loud, but then you can also hear the people next to you talk. And I'm like, are you okay? Cool. It sounds pretty nice. All right, how much are they? $40. Are you out of your fucking mind? $40?
Damn.
No, man, like, holy shit. And they're like, oh, but we have a deal going on for 2 pairs. You can give for like $70 or 60 or something. I'm like, no, I'm good. Bye. See you later.
No wonder why the line was short.
I'm there at a concert. I'm not there to talk to the person next to me. I'm there to watch the show, and it better be loud.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
But I gotta love concert prices. Like a bottle of Bud Light in any other scenario, $3. Go to a concert, 18. Like, oh shit. Okay. Fuck. My pocket is about to be ran through like a French whore. Okay, let's go.
So you're telling me I can buy a 30-pack, but I only get one beer? Is this one beer going to be the fucking significance of a 30-rack? Like,
essentially, dude.
Assholes.
Especially at some of the concert venues here that are owned by, I'll leave the names out of them, but they're owned by Verizon Wireless. And as soon as you insert beer name here, it's at least $14. And then they recently went cashless. You can only use your card. And then the next year, Same venue. They went cardless. No. Yeah, it was still cashless. But if you had cash, you can go to this little booth where you can actually get your cash transferred and changed into a little gift card thing to use at that venue.
Yep.
Oh,
That's how all of them are going to.
And my mindset was, okay, but what if I don't use all the money on the card? Can I use this gift card anywhere else? No.
Nope.
Oh, so I'm just gonna have to hold on to it till the next time I come to a concert here? Yes. And then the year after that, guess what they allowed? Cash.
Hey.
I was like, fuck this, fuck y'all, I'm never coming here again. I hate you. I'm leaving. I'll be here next year for Knotfest. Thank you. But now moving swiftly forward because we've not dragged on Thursday, but now we're moving on to Friday. I heard Friday was actually a pretty fun day, and again, I still want to get more into Papa Sniklee's stories because Old Men on the Prowl is.
Friday is where it began.
Friday, stacked lineup too.
Fridays.
Me.
0.
Friday is where it began. I'm guessing I have the floor, huh?
Yes,
Yep.
sure.
All right. So okay, Friday we wake up. We're like, all right, we're fucking. We had a good day in the previous day. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, cool. We're gonna have a pretty good fucking day. Let's shower up, whatever. Let's get rolling. Friday we fucking roll out. We're still not like super early. I think we're rolling in around noonish after the gates had opened, and of course we're walking in and we get onto the bridge, and there's a beautiful caramel colored skinned woman in front of us, and of course here comes Papa Steve. What's up, baby? Nice legs. Shut the fuck. What did you say? He's all, I told her she had nice legs. I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Keep going. Eyes front. Keep moving. And then, so this girl, mind you, though, isn't by herself. She has 2 friends with her. I see she's sitting down when he said it, too, because she was walking in front of us for a little bit. And I see her friend jump over to her. And when I looked back after he said it, this girl was spitting her drink out everywhere. And I'm like, oh, my fucking God, this is it. Here we go. Day started. So then we're in the cattle guards. We make our way in, and we had Papa Steve, me and my cousin. And now I'm gonna refer to my cousin as the gargantuan because he's 6'2", a well-built kid. He's my age. I call him kid for some reason, but he's my age, and he will soon hopefully be a firefighter. So to give you an idea of his build. Yeah. So me and the gargantuan have him for about approximately. Who was playing? Because we lost him near the end. It was like the last 2 hours. So we had him through Bad Omens and Skillet, which great. I think Bad Omens did really good. Skillet was okay. Memphis Mayfire was. What's that?
Skillet just needs to stop. We can say it.
Yeah, they're a little too. I felt like they were a little too old, but I was like, you know what? They're better than Guns N' Roses. But hey, moving forward, before we drink some Haterade,
yes.
Memphis Mayfire was good, but then right there, as we headed over to watch, who was it? Was it Godsmack? Because I thought they changed places with somebody. Either way, there was a band over on another stage, and we were watching that stage for a minute, and me and the gargantuan tell Papa Sniklee, hey, we'll meet you over here. He bolted early to go to one of the... Now, at this point, he's already buzzing. And we're getting a little late in the evening. He's already buzzing. And he's like, hey, I'm going to go to the beer tent. I'll meet you guys at the next one. I'm like, cool, perfect. We'll fucking... If you don't see us, meet us at our anchor point. So, Aftershock, you can set up what I call an anchor point. We lay a blanket down and leave our shit there. Most people are trustworthy. As long as you're not leaving anything in your pack that you're not willing to separate with, by all means, you can make an anchor point. So we tell him, hey, meet us at the anchor point if you don't see us. He says, okay. And then it was at that moment we knew we fucked up. We headed back after watching a little bit of the show to get ready for Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit was another one that I've been wanting to see for a long time. Me and the gargantuan get really good spots. I don't see Papa Sniklee for all of Limp Bizkit, for most of Tool, and then at this point it gets around, I don't know, 9:30ish, almost 10 o'clock, and I think Tool had a 2-hour set that night.
Yep.
And I get a call from Papa Sniklee, 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I tell the Gargantuan, hey, do we need to go find him? He's like, yeah, let's go find him. Motherfucker, man. I finally call him, I get a hold of him. Hey, where are you at? What? I'm over here by the beer garden. Okay, where? By the beer garden by the exit. Okay, well, me and the Gargantuan had already walked over to the exit, and he was nowhere to be found. So I call him again. Where are you at? I'm over here. But motherfucker, we were just over there. Why the fuck are you back over there? We told you we were coming over here. I'm over here now. Oh my god, stay there. I send the Gargantuan to go get him. I stay in my spot. We don't find him. Needless to say, we tried to leave it about 9:30. We didn't find him until about 10. I call him one last time. Where are you at? I'm in the pisser. What pisser? By the exit. Okay, there's 2 exits. Which exit are you by? You by the Aftershock sign, or are you by the other one? I'm by the Aftershock sign. Okay. And then he hangs up. He's like, I'm putting my dick away, and he hangs up. I'm like, oh fucking Christ, bro. So now I'm telling the Gargantuan, I'm like, dude, he's hammered. He's like, how hammered? I'm like, he's hammered. He's like, okay. He said he's over here. I'm like, yeah, okay. Next thing I know, this motherfucker comes out the porta potty and then falls. Like, okay, door closes behind him, but then he falls right back into it. His belt was undone. I'm like, is that his fucking dick? Please don't be. No, it's his belt. Thank fucking God. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, this guy's hammered. So then me and the Gargantuan, we go and grab him. And we're telling him, dude, put your fucking pants on. His shirt's now, mind you, I told you, he usually shirt tucked, pants, boots. Like the guy is still, usually well put together. But he's hammered. Shirt's untucked. Hair's a mess. Fucking hat's crooked. Like, dude, he's hammered. So then it's we shoulder walk him right over to the exit of the venue. We're all trying to leave. And some dude, still he's pretty tall. He's probably 5'10", maybe 6 foot, and he barely brushes Papa Sniklee's arm. And
Oh.
And Papa Sniklee says, hey, asshole, watch where you're fucking going. My nephew's bigger than you and better looking. He'll fuck you up. I'm like, oh my, shut the fuck up. So then the Gargantuan, he's like laughing. He kind of heard it. And I'm telling him, like, yo, I hope you know Papa Sniklee just volunteered you for the smoke, dude. And he's like, what the fuck? Papa Sniklee, you can't, Uncle Sniklee, you can't be doing that. And he's like, let's go, dude. And so on the walk back to the car, every girl he's seen, he's catcalling. Sup, girl, nice butthole. Hey, nice cheeks. I like those legs. And then there's some girls sitting down, and we're trying to walk by them. And he goes, sup, girls, where you been all my life? You into old fat white guys?
Oh my God.
So me and the Gargantuan both are like, no, shut the fuck up. Let's go. And I'm telling them, I'm so sorry. He's hammered. Like, let's keep going. We make it back to the car. We're trying to leave in the car. He's rolling down the window, still catcalling the Gargantuan. Like, Uncle Sniklee, knock it off. Stop. And he's still going. We go to Denny's, and at this point, now, everybody else can make it home just fine. For some reason, it is like an 45-minute walk from the end of the venue to where the car is, even though it should be like a 15-minute walk. That's paint you a picture. Needless to say, we get to Denny's roughly around 1 a.m. and he's still hammered, and it's it's just a constant berating of, you guys are bitches. You don't know how to party. I'm the devil, bitch. That was his main one. He kept saying while he's hammered. He kept throwing up horns and then going, I'm the devil, bitch. And then, you bitches don't know how to party. And then we get Denny's, and we order food, and our waitress comes over, and he's sitting there. He gets his food. There wasn't really much after that, but yeah, I'll end it right there. I kind of drug that one out. I'll end it right there because the next night is actually a lot better. So, but other than that, the show was great. Well, the next one wasn't bad. So the next night he was tamed again. It came in waves, but as far as it goes, he had a great time. Limp Bizkit was fucking awesome. The bands I mentioned were awesome. But the highlight that day was Papa Sniklee and his shenanigans for that day.
I still love how like your father is like wanting to catcall all these girls, that on the polar opposite of the spectrum, this man swerves 2 women to go because they're in front of him, get in the way of him getting Dippin' Dots.
Oh, that's me. That's me, bro. Stay out of my way. I love my Dippin' Dots. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Yeah, I still remember the first time we had you on the podcast, like a year and some change ago. Do you know what episode I'm talking about? You should go check that out. Love you. And as soon as I mentioned Dippin' Dots, you and I were both on Google at the same time, trying to be like, we can get this delivered to the house.
You can. It's only $70, and you can get like 10 pounds, bro. They'll send it to you in dry ice. That's a difference. You know what?
What?
Oh my god!
Don't be giving people ideas.
Oh my!
Yes,
getting carried away already.
Not that I've done that, but you know,
not that I've done that. I don't believe you.
It's out there, folks.
I've done it twice times 3.
Okay, that I believe.
That's 60 pounds of Dippin' Dots, sir.
I know. No, well, I didn't get 60 pounds of Dippin' Dots. I'm talking 10 pounds, like 10 pounds at a time.
Oh.
Like as soon as I ran out, I had to re-up on the restock, and then when I ran out of that, next time we'll go 20 pounds just to make sure that I'm satiated.
Once you're out of 20 pounds, you just got to go to 40. That's the next logical step, right?
Exactly, and then I buy the company. Okay, that's the only step I do.
I have invested enough money for a share.
A certain gaming powder company should reach out to us. How much money I've spent on them? I bought your blanket.
Anyway, enough about Dippin' Dots.
Moving forward, so Friday, we're still on Friday. So now, Mikey, how the highlights of your Friday for Aftershock?
We're running a little late, and my friends were kind of like, "Why are you so excited to go see this early opener band?" I'm like, "Cause it's Fire from the fucking gods."
Such a good opener.
Such a good opener.
Mm-hmm.
They went from the smallest stage of Aftershock to like the second biggest after only being there for 2 years. They packed it out. People having a great time. People knew the music. Our buddy Yates was like, he heard him from hella far away, and he's like, oh, this is a Pro Skater 2 shit. I get into this. And he starts walking through, just shoving people out of the way because he's like fucking 7 feet tall. And, oh, dude, opening the day with Fire from the Gods, they absolutely killed it. Good set, good energy. I didn't give a fuck how hot it was. Great time. The Who. Oh, man. The Who packed out the same big stage. Crazy crowd interaction. It's so wild to go to a show where the lyrics are in Mongolian and people know it. They know the words. It's wild, man. The Who put on such a great show. Amazing. Loved it. Bad Omens, absolute banger every time. I love seeing those guys. I can't believe Homeboy was fucking ski mask in a black sweatsuit in that sun. I would have died 4 minutes into that set.
Who was this again?
Bad Omens.
Okay.
No, my God, Noah is insane. That man, I don't know how he puts up with that heat. It could be hot as shit, and he'll be wearing that black jumpsuit with the ski mask, and I don't get it, man.
It was burning that day. It was stupid hot, but they put on a hell of a good show. And once again, another band. Everyone knew the words. Everybody was singing. They made those TikTok kids wait till the end to hear "Just Pretend" because fuck them.
Fuck them.
Dude, I heard Glass Houses and I was so like, oh, we doing it. I think it was I don't even remember. Yeah. Ignore that line of questioning I just had internally.
I was taking care of you on Friday, so I think I know where that was gonna go.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't that bad yet. It was when Godsmack came up. That's when I was sauced.
My fucking Godsmack.
Dude, when Godsmack was on, I was sauced like some fucking game day wings. But anyways, Coheed and Cambria, great time, solid fun. We did have to leave a little playing immediately after him. Megadeth.
Oh, Megadeth.
No, yeah, Megadeth.
So they're on my bucket list. I'm a huge fan. I absolutely love them. And it's so funny because they look old and they're showing their age. They really are. But man, when they play, you don't even hear it. They still got it. They still have the crazy range. They still get everybody all hyped up. And it's so funny when you hear like 2 notes in and the whole crowd's just fucking everybody knows Megadeth's music.
Like, there's just those bands, no matter how old they get, they don't ever stop touring because there's just certain bands the core group of this band, they're just natural born showmen. Like, that's what they do. Like, I'm not a fan of the Rolling Stones, but my mom's taking me to a Stones concert, and I had the time of my life because they were having the time of their life. So I can respect, especially Megadeth. Like, you may be old as shit. Same thing with Kiss, where you guys are old, but putting on like going to see a Kiss show or a Megadeth show, it's like it's a spectacle.
Kiss, Megadeth, and Maiden are showmen of a truly elite opinion. They can get you fucking moving, even if you don't like them.
No, right there is one band I need to try to see, but their tickets are really expensive. It's fucking Maiden. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Maiden is like one of the mantles for the entirety of power metal and clean vocals, and they paved the way for so many bands that I listen to still to this day. I'm like, holy shit! Okay, Bruce Dickinson. There will never be another Bruce Dickinson. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Never.
So not to just jerk off Maiden longer than I need to, well, let's go to this next band because I'm gonna just let this be known. I don't remember much of Godsmack. So
you were Godsmacked, and you're fucking gore.
I was rolling, as it were, because Limp Bizkit was up. Limp Bizkit had one of the most interesting stage presences of Aftershock because the intermissions all played country music. The banner read New Metal Cowboy, and Fred motherfucking Durst showed up looking like Rob Dyrdek cosplaying a cowboy because he was in brown work boots, denim jeans, brown leather belt with a big buckle, tucked in flannel, cowboy hat with a cowboy mustache to tie it all together. Howdy, y'all! Party like it's 1997. Yo!
Yeah,
what
Fred
the
Durst,
fuck is this?
Remember, dude, Fred Durst is an enigma, and he can just do what Fred Durst does. What Fred Durst wants. Hence why we don't call him Fred or Mr. Durst. You will refer to Fred Durst as Fred Durst.
This motherfucker cosplayed a cowboy, talking with the twang, using some local fucking terms. It was so funny. I was tripping because there's a cowboy up on stage opening and closing out a set to break stuff, and the fucking venue is losing their mind. Everyone had a great time. This shit was fucking wild. I had to like catch myself. I'm like, I had to stop. I'm like, am I drunk? Is this happening? Am I gonna remember this tomorrow?
I would really like to. Brain, with a little bit of cloud storage that we have, can you stash this in there, please?
I took pictures and I'm like, I'm saving these. I need to make sure this happened. And then I don't remember much of Godsmack. Limp Bizkit put on a great show. That was Tool was cool. It was the longest set in Aftershock history, I'm pretty sure. They just let them jam. And I do respect that. They just said fucking send it. And it was like 2 hours, and I think they played 3 songs. And
their songs are 45 minutes.
And it was a good time.
Hey, we got some extra sugar in it.
No. That was the only one. Tool was good. It was a good chime, good visuals, good music. It was definitely a nice song it was a nice set to come down to at the end of the night because I was just sweating Jack Daniels. I'd already done the Limp Bizkit thing. We'd already swang to the Symphony of Destruction. It was a good cool off and then enjoy the walk home at the end of the night. Yeah, that was my Friday.
And then swiftly moving forward down the line before we had to take a commercial break. Mando, your Friday. What was your takeaway from Friday night? Now that we've bounced back, Tool's gotten a couple of compliments, so now you don't have to be mad at us anymore.
I don't think I really have much to add, really, because between Sniklee and Mikey here, they covered everything. Because Mikey and I we just hung around pretty much for all the same sets, so I don't have much to say. It's all pretty covered.
Oh, what about fixing Yates' back?
Oh God, I wasn't helping with that.
But so, like, at no point
he's too big for that.
At no point did you guys like separate?
I think one day we did for one band that he went to go see Billy Talent, and I went to go see Queens of the Stone Age.
I would have gone to see Billy Talent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Talent was good.
I got Thomas.
I thought that was Sunday though.
Yeah, that was Sunday.
I know. That was really the only time. Other than that, we just stuck together and just hung out. Went to all the shows.
We can hold off on the whole splitting of the day.
Well, what do you think of Tool? Because you're a Tool fan.
I am.
You hate him.
I'm withholding my opinion, so you motherfuckers don't just roast
I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
Shit. No, I
just have one question. Was it really 3 songs, or were there more than that?
Holy fuck!
Damn it, Brandon. We had him. We had him. He was gonna open.
It's good.
So what do you think of Tool? What do you think of Tool?
I mean, I love it. That's all I can really say about it. You know, nobody else is gonna like him as much as me. They're one of those bands. You either like them or you don't. And 3.5 of the people here don't like them.
I'll say this because I like Tool. Tool is fine, but Tool is a CD. Like, if you want to enjoy the music, buy the fucking CD. They don't put on a show. That is where my problem is. Like, I'm paying good fucking money to see a show. Give me what I'm paying for. Don't headline if you can't give me a show. They're not terrible. I like their music. I don't like their showmanship.
Okay, so what would you expect them from a show? What would you want then?
I don't know. Avenged Sevenfold seemed to do pretty good, and I don't feel like they went overboard.
I mean, for Tool, it's very much about enjoying the music. Like, Maynard isn't the front stage band. He lets the rest of the band be the focus on stage. He doesn't want to just hold the spotlight to himself.
Give me a show. Do a little extra. Make
the showman so you can see the show. God damn it.
I'm not the one you're mad at. Your band being shitty at being showmanship is the one you're mad at.
You have to enjoy it for what it is. There's a good light show. They have good visuals on the stage. And you just
I didn't get to enjoy that part. I was dealing with a fucking drunk guy, okay?
Then blame your father.
We're trying to enjoy the visuals. He's a mile away. Is that your dude?
Don't blame Tool that you had a bad time during their set because you were taking care of Papa drunk.
And that's the one thing that I can agree with Mando, because I have seen Tool live before, and I actually have the option to see them again in like 3 weeks. And I'll admit, because I'm not the biggest Tool fan, but I have friends that are die-hard Tool fans. Like, they will lay their lives down on the line in the name of Maynard James Keenan.
Not that far into it.
I've seen them live before, and they put on a great show because it's not, again, as you said, Maynard doesn't make it about himself. He makes it about the rest of the band. The visuals are fucking sick, but also you're there to just listen to the music because the music is the experience, not the instrumental, not like the instrumentals of the actual show itself. Like, I was grooving to music that I've never heard before, and I'm like, this is fucking tight. Why is my body making music?
They have an amazing bass line, and it pops out live in their live performance. Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Next time Tool is at Aftershock, I will make sure to link up with you, and I will give it a God's honest try.
That's
to sit there and enjoy the whole thing. And see if it changes my opinion. The reason why I have this opinion, though, too, isn't just because of this last weekend. I didn't get to experience them this last weekend. Who knows? I probably would have changed my mind then. But the first time I ever seen them, it was 2 screens dropped down, nothing but 2 guitars and salad fingers on a fucking screen. That's why I was irritated, and that's why I don't like their showmanship. Again, that is excluding this weekend because I did not get to see them for maybe 45 minutes before I had to go hunt down
Papa Drunkly.
the Papa Sniklee. Yes.
The one thing that I also
And walk
want
to a
to
car.
the one thing that I also want to like point out the next time a recommendation from me, a guy that likes to clown on Tool. If you were to go to a Tool show, I'd say I'd do it outside of a festival. Like just let it be a regular Tool tour because especially with them headlining, you're already getting that concert exhaustion. You're getting tired because you've been there all day. You've been around people all damn day, and if it's not a band that you're looking forward to headlining, you're not gonna have a good time. So it'd be best if you were to see Tool if it's just their own solo tour and to where you're not there all day, just a couple of hours. Because I had a great time at the one show I went to, and I still don't listen to them, but I will have fun at a Tool show.
I mean, Friday
Next
overall was
time
a super
that I have a
stacked
chance,
lineup.
I will give them an honest try. The good old college try.
College try.
I'm
And
gonna
then Manny, you
say,
were saying?
I'm gonna say Friday. Friday felt okay for Tool to end because it was such a heavy stacked lineup. Like it was okay to rest at the end of the night and just chill. Because it really, from Friday, we went Fire from the Gods to The Who to Skillet to Bad Omens, Coheed and Cambria, Megadeth, Limp Bizkit, Godsmack, and then finally Tool. There was literally no breaks at all. It
You
was
had
like
me.
that thing.
You had me hooked until you said Skillet and Coheed and Cambria.
I like both of those bands.
Name.
Coheed was good.
I think I started disliking Skillet because your brother shamed me for liking Skillet a lot.
He shames
was
me
like,
for a lot of shit. He referred to
I
my
know.
D&D class as the most powerful commoner.
Guys like to shame people for liking Tool too. Just throwing that out there. Still a fan.
I'm proud of you for
Yeah.
being their fan.
You know what, midget? I'll see you next time you're around. Fine.
Bro, I'm being genuine. I'm not being a dick. I told you I'd
Maybe it's
give them the old college try.
It's fine. They need a fan. It's all good.
But
Well,
anyways,
they might have
day
to
three.
next
Damn
year.
the heat I bring on your ass, bro.
We're going to day 3. We get
Day 3.
Fly out to Nebraska and get a hate crime.
Yeah, okay, hold on, get your breath. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the midsection of the podcast. This is the
Have a
section we're going to
smoke
take an ad break. So right about now, you're about to see one of either me or him talking about our partner, Dubby. Take it away.
Hey everyone, NoSkill Mike here. Just to throw out the friendly reminder that Dubby is still live and supporting us. They're dropping new flavors, stickers, and even a new waifu cup. So if you want to do your part and kick in just the tiniest a bit, we'd appreciate it ever so much. All you gotta do is use code NSC at dubby.gg whenever you make an order, and you help everybody out, yourself included. Till next time.
Hey guys, it's me, your boy, DJ. I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's now public Discord server. Yes, that is it. It is open now. You can join in the link in the description down below. We pretty much hang out there every single day. So whether you want to drop a meme, maybe drop some music, there's a space that's right for you down at the NoSkill Entertainment Discord. So maybe I'll see you there sometime. Bye now. Hello, and welcome back. Thank you once again, Dubby, for hanging out with us. And I hope your locks are lovely and luscious every single morning. Thank you for hanging out. And also, join the Discord. We're kind of cool. We think so. Come on in. Drop some music. Let's talk. Let's hang out. Go to one of the VCs. You'll find one of us there. Anyway, moving forward. We're talking about the aftermath of Aftershock. You guys have survived. You guys have made it. And we've gotten through the first 2 days of the antics and shaboingery that ensued. That is Aftershock. And now we have 2 days left. And this day I'm really looking forward to, especially on Sniklee's part here. Saturday.
It's the next day.
That's Sunday. Oh,
It's not to ruin it, but Sunday's gonna be the day you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
But we'll take it on to Saturday. Saturday was a pretty good day. Saturday though, of course, because Papa Sniklee was not feeling the greatest. He had a little bit of the stomach bug, a hangover, to say the least. I wake up with him. I'm like, "Hey, how you feeling there, Papa Sniklee?" Fucking hungover, dude. I fucking bet you are. 2 stogies later and a shower, and we're back at it. So I think we got in. So we came in around Fame on Fire was who we came in on, and I think they just started as we were getting situated, and that was Fame on Fire was great. Now at this time, obviously we walked in no problems. Papa Sniklee and I were duoed that day. The Gargantuan went out and had some fun on a jet ski and met up with us later that evening. So Papa Sniklee was well tamed Saturday. He didn't drink, had mostly water. We hung out for pretty much the whole time. I met up with Mikey and Thomas at some point. But yeah, so Fame on Fire was great. Seeing them. Boston Manor was awesome. Escape to Fate was great. I don't remember much of Sleep Token. Fever 333 was awesome. Avatar was the one that fucking killed it for me. Loved Avatar. And the part that stuck out to me the most was when he was talking and his Sweden ass is all, it sounds like we're destined to do this forever. And all I could see is Papa Sniklee going, I'm the devil, bitch. And then to continue, it was Avatar killed it. And then Baby Metal. Good God. Okay, I've heard the name. I wasn't very familiar with the band at this time. I only remember the name, and then as soon as they came on the stage, I remember seeing an ad from Rob Zombie saying that these guys are fucking awesome. They got more energy than most people that are around nowadays. Baby Metal, by the way, for nobody that knows, Baby Metal is, are they Asian or Chinese?
They're Japanese and Chinese.
They're
and
Japanese.
Asian.
Okay, either way, dude, these fucking Japanese girls
My
fucking
God.
killed it. Okay, they put on an awesome fucking show, and fuck all the haterade. Fuck you guys for laughing. Okay, fuck you guys. Okay, okay. My geographically is
Oh my.
fucked up, so fuck you guys. But
Yes.
Baby
continue.
Metal,
Yeah.
Baby Metal was awesome. I think they were awesome. All those people that were there behind us that were talking shit can fucking
Oh
shit
my
in their
God.
hands and clap for all I care. They
I
fucking
thought
suck
Mando was gonna
because
punch
Oh
that
my
lady.
god, I almost beat up a white woman. Holy shit. Kept hitting me in the
It was
back
awesome.
with her fat fucking elbow and talking shit about the band. Yeah, I don't know why
It
they're
was
here.
awesome. It was awesome. If you could see
Mhm.
Thomas as a person and him getting angry, it's actually fairly entertaining. Not as entertaining as Baby Metal. They put on a great show. I applaud them. They fucking were jumping, doing a show. Like, they were literally moving while they were singing the entire time, and it didn't sound like they got winded. So they definitely got the energy. Then the highlight, though, for me that day was Death Clock. That was a
Yeah,
fucking
that was
show.
a highlight.
And that is where I met the ogre, Mr. Yates, that
Met my buddy.
7-foot brick of a man. All I can tell you is when I met this dude and I walked with him, I see him kind of waddling side to side, and all I could do is look up and just go, they walk among us. This dude
Sasquatch
is
is
a
there.
giant. Dude, he is a giant. And that was awesome. And then at this point, that's when my gargantuan met us there. And he looks around and goes, yep, I can move everybody here but him. I was like, yeah, yep, he's a big guy. And I moshed for the first time in quite a few years on Death Clock, which is a fucking great time.
First off,
Yeah, but other than that,
I don't mean to cut you off real quick. I just want to point out. So it's not just me. I thought I was the only like big person that when I look around the crowd, immediately I assess, okay, who here can I throw? Like who would be a challenge? Just in case shit goes south, I want to be able to throw somebody out of the way. But
yeah.
continue.
I got a story about that.
Me, I'm too short. I can't do that. It's more like who can I run under to get the fuck out of the way. But
One of us will probably just shoulder you and be like, "Don't move, I got you."
who?
Yeah.
Yeah, Parkway Drive, from what I could see, I wasn't over there, but what I seen when I was there, they put on a fucking killer show, and I wish I was over there when I
wish I had stayed there for the last song. I'm so mad at myself.
Phil got my back.
I'm gonna talk about
311 put on an awesome show. 311 put on an awesome show, and Korn put on a fucking awesome show. So that was my day. Papa Sniklee was tamed. He didn't get out of control. Great walk back to the car. Great time leaving the venue. And the gargantuan that was on my team. Now I gotta recap though real quick. Go back to Avenged Sevenfold because I forgot to say this. So the gargantuan's with me and he's right behind me, and somebody's crowd surfing, and we were really good about getting the heads up. Hey, heads up! Keeping them going. Well, one time somebody didn't say it. I got kicked, and the gargantuan got kicked in the fucking head. And when I say this man threw somebody, dude, this person had to weigh at least 140 pounds, and all I see is him turn and go, fuck, and he throws them over probably 3 rows of people only to take out another crowd of fucking people. It was the awesomest thing I think I've seen that whole day. That was fucking awesome. It's like, holy shit.
He's your firefighter.
Like, yeah. Hey, that's your firefighter.
Throwing people out the window. Catch them.
Oh, man.
Throwing them. I got him. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Dude,
See, like I love crowd surfing. Don't get me wrong. I think crowd surfing is absolutely great, and I'll absolutely participate in pushing somebody towards the front. But the only people that I don't like when it comes to crowd surfing are the people that are just like, all right, you're tall. I'm now going to jungle gym and climb on top of you without you knowing it. I'm like, yo, hold up. Oh, okay, hold on. I got you. Let me know. I'll move you.
Bro, crowd surf. we had some friends that met up with us on Friday, and they met up with us during Death Clock. And she had one of my friends. She brought a coworker with her, and he's like about 5'11", 6 feet tall, but doesn't weigh much. He's a lengthy dude, and he's a little drunk, and he's looking. He's like, well, we're like looking around. People are getting a little wild because it's about time for Death Clock. He's like, I've never crowd surfed before. So, and my buddy, who's another guy that's pretty big, his name's Phil. He's about 6'1", about 300 pounds. He met up with us during Death Clock. So we have the ogre, my buddy Phil. There's this guy's gargantuan, me, this lengthy guy, and Mikey's there, seeing all this. He's like, I've never. He's like, hey, he's like, I think Mikey was the one who said crowd surfing during your first time during Death Clock wouldn't be a bad idea or a bad way to start. So he's like, he looks at the lengthy white guy, looks at 4 of us, right? And then about, I want to say 2 songs in, I think it was you, Sniklee. You or Mikey tapped me on the shoulder. Like, are we going to send him up? It was you. You're like, is he going to go up? And I just look at him, and I get a big shit-eating grin on my face, and he got nervous. And I tap on the ogre. I tap on my buddy Phil, and we pull him forward. We're like, you're going up. Now, to press it, this is during a song for Death Clock, who has not performed live in how many years? 10 years?
It's been 5 years since they've performed on this area, and 10 years since they've toured.
And they're at the smallest stage.
Yep.
There are 3 large mosh pits going on separately for this band. One of them just happens to be about 10 feet in front of us from where we decide to lift this man up for his first time of crowd surfing. This man goes up with the ease, gets about 10 feet forward, and gets thrown into the pit and lands on the back of his fucking head. We had watched this happen. We watched he was go. We're like, yeah, go again. And we all saw it at the same time. He went and poof. And all of us at the same time just, ooh.
It was fucking gnarly.
Oh my God. He comes back and like, I landed on my fucking head. I believe they proceeded to leave after that and go and hang out at the Corn show. First time crowd surfing. And you know what? It was hilarious because we helped I think 2 more people go up later that night in the same direction, and the crowd in front of us got corrected themselves after the first time. The next 2 people that went off without a hitch.
I think that was karma because that guy had some stuff going on that we learned about, and I'm like, you know what?
True
Fair.
story. Yeah, I think it was. If there was cosmic karma, it was right there. Trust us. Trust us. We won't drop you.
And he's going for the last ride.
Yeah, that's so. I'm just gonna like derail real quick. But when it comes to mosh pits, one of the venues that I go to, when I go to concerts, it's legitimately just like a rock hall. Like there's a floor, a little bit of a standing area that it's a couple steps up behind, and then there's a mezzanine where people sit in like the second floor balcony, if you will. And during, I want to say this was during a Parkway Drive concert. One dude just decided because he really wanted to crowd surf, and he was like mixture of A, he wants to crowd surf like really badly, but B, he's not regretting buying tickets on the second floor mezzanine. So,
Oh, yes.
stupid drunk
I love where
metalhead
this is going.
with ticket regret that really wants to crowd surf. What do you think this man did?
Oh boy.
I'm
Yes,
assuming he
I
jumped off
applaud
the
this
second
man.
floor and tried to crowd surf and just got face planted.
Wando over the mezzanine barrier
That
like
dude
a
heard
kite falling out of the sky.
internally,
just
he heard,
laughed.
because I'm free.
And I'm free. Ah, shit.
That
No, I'm
crowd
not.
caught him for about 0.5 seconds, realized this guy's a fucking douchebag, and then they just dropped him. But because he was already on the floor and security isn't going to take the risk of walking into that crowd trying to find him, he just got a free floor ticket. He
Good
went
for you.
from I paid $15 to I got a free $100 ticket. All I had to do was concuss myself and piss off everybody else.
There's a venue around us that does that similar things like that happen at. But
It's fucking nuts.
that's crazy. That's fantastic too. Oh, we met a guy that also broke into Aftershock. What day was that?
This day, Friday.
This Saturday? It's Friday?
Or yeah,
Saturday.
it's Saturday.
Saturday? Yeah, we met up with somebody who was fresh out of the hospital. He's like, yeah, man, I just got a whole bunch of stitches done, and then I snuck into Aftershock, and he had a backpack full of weed, sir, which he was kind enough to share with almost everybody around us.
You're skipping some details there.
You can fill in the rest.
This fool sold his ticket because he was going to get discharged from surgery the day after. They got him done a day early. He had to get intestinal work done, so he had stitches from his nutsack to his butthole.
Oh,
He gets out of the hospital, has a backpack full of weed, antibiotics, and a little thing of Jack Daniels, grabs his best friend, hops the fence to Aftershock, sneaks his way in, proceeds to party his ass off at the wall bands, and starts making friends with us. And he's like, yo, you guys want to... Everyone's avoiding these guys like they're radioactive, because if you see him from a distance, neck to belly button Vagos tattoo. The motorcycle club that's known for being a little rough in our area. The other guy has the big steel pendant and the neck tattoo as well. And Mando's dumbass will be like, hell yeah, bud, I'll hang out.
I don't give a fuck.
These guys best friends now.
We're at Aftershock, bruh. We're all hanging out for one reason.
Oh yeah, dude, they were great. They were great company, but that shit was so funny. They were so fucking outlandish. He's like, you guys know the Who? We're like, fuck yeah, we do, man. These kids are banging, bro. Good fucking kids. I'm gonna miss this shit for the world. Okay, bud.
Picture, like,
dude had the longest ponytail in the world, too. And like an 80s mustache going on. Jesus.
He looked like an older, sketchier version of Papa Sniklee.
People just like walking away, like, nah, no, thank you. We're just gonna go over here. Mando just like shoulders through all of them. I'll fucking party with y'all. Fuck off. Hold on.
I was like, he's like, Mikey is like, I can't smoke. I was like, I'll do the smoking for both of us. Shit.
What a good friend.
I was like, I'll take his share. Yeah, he had to do the drinking for me. That's how it works.
Oh yeah, we got each other covered.
Yep.
Oh, what? So your friend didn't DD all 4 days?
I drove 1 day, I think 2 days. I drove because we ended up look. I didn't. Mikey and I didn't want to be in the backseat of a car with the ogre. It just wasn't gonna happen. All right.
The ogre wasn't even the problem. It's the other dude who's broader than him but shorter.
Yeah, little ogre.
We have 2 ogres.
Right, and just like, I don't know, the car is a little too small, and I'm like, I don't want to feel a little claustrophobic with all this fatness in the back. Like, that's too much. There's too much weight in that. Like, we were in that car would have been dragging that ass in across the fucking street, bro. There would have been sparks happening. All right, so I think I drove. What was it? 2 days. I drove Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, you drove that night because we went to Triple B's concert.
Oh yeah,
after
Aftershock. Went to a homie's local rap show after Aftershock.
Dude, I was fucked up. We ran into King Dirtle, and he was faded, and he's like, "Mikey!"
I gotta show you guys. I got a funny video of him.
Oh no! We're in the parking lot, and Mando yells at him, and all we hear is, "Mikey, what are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh."
It was his birthday, apparently.
He was faded, and then we did 2 shots and had a beer, and dude, it was a night. That was after Death Clock. That was after Parkway Drive. That was after Baby Man. I was fucking. I got home and I was like asleep in the bathtub, just letting the water hit my shower.
For anybody that's played Mass Effect, man was doing the Shepherd Shuffle, but he was hammered. And I have that video, and it's hilarious. I'll show you guys later.
Oh, we got so fucked out of order and derailed right there.
I think that covers Saturday.
Hold up. Before we get lost anymore in the mess, I have, because Baby Metal delivers.
Baby Metal was amazing.
Death Clock fucking destroyed. The 2 things I gotta touch up on. Well, 3 things. 1, Phil said he couldn't see it without his glasses. But when
he's a liar.
Fever 333 puts their new guitar player up on screen, and she's beautiful. Let's just not sugarcoat that. His vision went 20/20 like that. He literally turns his head, sees her. Ooh, hello there.
Or the Papa Sniklee.
His vision was fixed quickly.
Yeah, he's a liar. I can't see it until it's something I want to see.
Parkway Drive. Man, I was so excited. I've been trying to see this guys for so many years. Killer set. They had the crowd chants for Wild Eyes. I had fucking chills. There's, dude, the ending section where they just do the huge guitar riff and get the crowd really into it. I didn't record any of that. I was screaming my lungs out. I was just covered in goosebumps. And me and Phil were hanging out, having a fucking blast. Like, probably 10, 20 feet off the stage max. We were in it. They did Crushed by the Fist of God, or Crushed as their closer. Drummer starts the solo. Cage he's in starts rotating, and he keeps playing all the way until he's perfectly vertical. Free hangs. Everything on stage ignites. And I mean, every square inch of that stage was just flames for about 10 seconds. It dies down a tiny bit. The rest of the band comes up. He continues the solo while his cage is now on fire and rotating. The pyro, the crowd play, the visuals. Parkway Drive fucking delivers. I knocked over my desk. Delivers every single time. Hands down, one of the best shows I've ever seen. They easily could have took one of the top 3 spots for any of the top 4 slots.
I'm easily not going to miss their set. Next time they come around, I will be up in there for their set. I really regret not being there for that.
I tried to warn you.
Absolutely.
And that's the one hard
I'm with
part
you on that.
about like about some of these festivals where like it's 4 days long and you only have 4 main stage headliners, but you have so much talented like bands underneath that any one of them could have easily taken a top spot. Like I could have seen, like you said, Parkway Drive could have been a headliner. I could have honestly seen Korn headline.
Mm-hmm.
They technically were. Hold on, Korn was the headliner for Saturday. They just happened to be playing at the same time as Death Clock, and we opted to see Death Clock and skip Korn completely. We left after Death Clock was done. We're like, that's our headliner for the night. So don't get it wrong, Korn was the headliner. We just said otherwise. for
They deserve
ourselves.
it. But
Yeah,
if
no.
Deathlock, we have the whole crew. We were like, what, 12, 13 people deep?
We were a lot that night. Yeah, let's see here. 1, 2, 4,
And it
5,
doesn't matter.
6.
We had
Yeah,
the
we
whole
were
crew.
double digits.
We're all partying. I'm faded, and I got to mosh with my boys right here, both of the
Cool.
ogres, and it was wild, dude. Everyone got so into it. First time I've been moshing in a hot dealing with
Yeah.
injuries, and I was okay. I didn't hurt anything. I was definitely hurting like physically, but nothing was injured. And there was one point where I flattened a guy, just hard shove on the shoulders. I thought it was Sniklee. It was not. I heard, "Ah!" and he just went straight down. I'm like, oh, that wasn't my guy. Sorry. That's on me, bud.
Welcome to the pit.
Dude.
Welcome to the pit.
Favorite parts about moshing, especially since I'm a big burly dude. As soon as somebody who wants to run in the opposite direction tries to shoulder into me, and all I hear is the whatever random sound their body chooses to produce as they realize this was a horrible mistake. I've heard the and then like, oh shit, he's on the ground. Everybody pick him up real quick. By the way, man up. Don't do that next time, okay? Keep it going.
I feel pretty good, man. I moved Yates. I was proud of that.
Oh, was it somebody named Gates, or did you actually move a gate?
Yates.
With
Oh,
a
I thought you said
Y.
gate.
It's
No.
our ogre.
Our big
He
ogre.
He's so mad at me that I hired him and then quit. Anyways, different story.
Anyways, yeah, that was Saturday. That was a very mixed bag of Saturday.
Get to Lynn real quick with what we have going on right now, because we already, before we go into Sunday, and I wanna ask you guys this.
Hmm?
It's technically one question, theoretically one, technically two. So we already know that for Sunday, Guns N' Roses was your headliner,
Yes.
Yes.
and we'll get your opinions on that here in a moment, because
Fantastic.
I was about to say, well, collectively share virtually the same opinion, but of all these bands, which ones? First part of the question: which bands would you replace and make headline for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? I have a feeling nobody's going to change Thursday, but like, if one of these bands that was here this year could have headlined, like, who would you have them replace as a headliner? Who wants to start? Let's start with you, Snick.
You know what? If I had to pick, I'm trying to bring back up the list. I think I would definitely replace. I would definitely replace Guns N' Roses with either Avatar. I'd even go as far as Baby Metal or Death Clock would be number one. Is who I'd replace Guns N'
Oh,
Roses
yeah.
with for Sunday.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Other than that, honestly, Queens of the Stone Age was fine for Sunday, and Rancid was fine for Sunday. I maybe would find just a different lineup for the rest of like the lesser known bands on Sunday. I mean, there was a few that were fine, but I mean, Sunday was fine. Just Guns N' Roses, honestly, I think would change with Death Clock, and that would be it for me. Other than that would be a banger of a fucking weekend, and I probably would need a few days to recuperate.
All right, so then down the line, Mikey, who would you have replaced as a headliner?
I would give Guns N' Roses Parkway Drive set. Or Parkway Drives. I'd flop those two because Parkway Drive was not a headliner. They were not an opener for a headliner. They were just on the lineup at night, and they delivered one of the best sets of the festival, hands down.
In wrestling terms, they were mid card.
They had a 6:30 show. That's right after dinner.
Yeah, it's not exactly mid, but like they still took what wasn't the most optimum spot and delivered harder than some of the headliners, and they just went for it, and the crowd was in it. It was so good.
They're pretty much the like first evening show of the night.
Okay. All right. And then Mando, same question. Who would you replace as a headliner on either day?
I'm also gonna say I'm replacing Guns N' Roses.
So we all hate Guns N' Roses.
I like
I like them, but
there's a lot to it.
I like them, but
I had issues.
Not as they are now.
I would replace them with. I agree with Parkway Drive could do it, or I would honestly base just off the show and the crowd reaction and how many people showed up for it. I would say Limp Bizkit could headline that Sunday night, and
For sure.
Ooh.
For sure.
with how they
Man,
came,
you
how
know?
hard they, oh yeah, dude, with how hard they came out swinging, and no, okay, here's the thing, during like a lot of the evening time sets, like across every day, you could actively see people leaving sets. I don't think I actively saw anybody leaving Limp Bizkit's set.
No, not at
Not
all.
one fucking person.
I don't think a
I'm gonna
single
switch it up. I'm gonna
fucking-
agree with Mando. I would take Limp Bizkit, put him on Guns N' Roses, and then take Limp Bizkit's spot and give it to Death Clock. That's how I would change that lineup.
You know what? That's fair too. And then you could just put somebody else on it. You could put Guns N' Roses on the small stage at night while Korn headlines.
Yep. Fucking A, 100%.
That's the disrespect right there. But like literally every set, didn't matter what band it was. There were people that just were walking out, whether it was like the most small amount or a fuck ton. Nobody left for Limp Bizkit set. Everybody stayed there. I didn't see anybody walk because everybody's just. We all stood there like having a moment of shock because we realized the Matrix broke because of what we saw on stage. It was fucking wild. Like I don't think he was a cowboy. I don't even know how to describe his guitar. It's like.
He
What
looked
the
like he was
fuck?
from
You
Steam
look
Power.
like a
What the
mime
fuck?
with extra
Yeah.
eyes.
He looked like a goth mime wearing glasses, and he just with a fucking weird French mustache, dude. And he didn't have anything like he had like very few lines, and he just dropped it. They were funny as shit. I don't know what to make of their set because of how wild and amazing it was. I still don't believe it happened. Honestly, this is why we have videos and pictures.
This is why I love and respect Limp Bizkit, because not only are they one of the most prominent bands in nu metal still to this day, but they were one of the first bands in the close to modern era where they just did not give a fuck. They were their job. In Fred Durst's mind, it's I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna fuck shit up, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Well, Fred Durst even said at the end of the set, he's like, I'm not really supposed to do this, y'all, but I want to fucking party. And they just did break stuff again out of nowhere.
Yep.
Like, who's gonna stop
Yep.
them?
It was fucking awesome, dude.
I don't know. I would say give him that full-time 2-hour slot, or Gun N' Roses had a bigger slot than actually Tool had somehow.
Yeah, but they were 40
And they
minutes late.
showed up, 40 minutes late.
And then didn't play the 40 minutes over.
Nope. Just cut their set
And-
short.
And this is why, nothing against Guns N' Roses, but why they are the unanimous, we would replace any with any other band. Because I was outright saying, if you
Absolutely.
could replace Thursday, who would you replace Thursday with? You could replace Friday or Saturday, who would you replace them with? All three of you collectively went to, we're replacing Guns N' Roses.
Well, because
Everybody else
like
can stay.
I've seen them in recent
100.
history, and in the last 5 years, their show quality has dipped. They can't play like they used to. They can't sing like they used to.
They're not the 80s and 90s Guns N' Roses. They're the
Slash-
2023,
Slash
been doing
was
this for
tight, though.
3 fucking decades, Guns N'
Yeah,
Roses.
Slash can't carry the band anymore. He's been doing
Slash
it for
was tight.
10 years.
His back's broken.
Like Slash
He's the man
is,
of vacation.
Slash has been carrying that band. Axl Rose is just
I'm just
oh
saying.
my god.
He forgot the words to his own damn songs, and then he
Yeah.
would just.
He-
He
it's
sounded,
rough.
he sounded like he was doing Creed covers of his own songs on stage, bro.
Like it's rough.
Did he come out with that fancy white T-shirt with the ascot and black leather pants?
All
did he
white.
Look like he, did
All
he look
white.
like he should be a part of the
All
Brood
white.
wrestling faction?
He did that for knocking on heaven's door
Oh my god!
while he played the piano. Dude, I cannot describe how many people I saw leave during Guns N'
Thousands of
Roses.
people
Yeah.
were walking out during that set. Man
let's put it
turned
this
around
way.
at one point and said, "Fuck."
The last year when Shitty Machine Gun Kelly was there, as much as people wanted and everybody booed the fuck out of his set,
Shit, smelly.
people didn't leave for the night or the day because of him. People left before Guns N' Roses even started
You just saw crowds and crowds of people just leaving.
Yeah, just waves of
it's
people, large waves, not small groups, large waves of people.
All right, who's up next?
I remember
Guns N'
turning
Roses.
around and going,
Gotta
"It's gonna
go.
be easy to get home tonight."
Yep, and sure enough, it fucking was.
Yeah,
Because
the
normally one of
majority
my
of people were already gone.
Because normally one of my highlights and favorite things to do at concerts is after the concert when everybody's like in their cars trying to leave at the same time. My friends and I will just pop open the tailgate and start cracking cold ones until we can actually drive. And even then, we're like, there's still 3 more beers in here. We can hang out for 20 more minutes. Fuck it, dude.
Man.
Invite strangers over. They bring their own shit, and next thing you know, we have a little tailgate, like after show tailgate. But collectively, fuck live Guns N' Roses. Now we're moving forward to Sunday. That's why I wanted to get that out of the way now, because I already know how this is gonna go. And I'll save my next question at the end. So Sunday, it is the final day of Aftershock. And once again, Sniklee in classic fashion, we are going to start with you.
Yeah, real quick before I start on Sunday, I want to say thank you again for having me. This has been awesome. And
Are you saying this because you're gonna get us canceled now?
maybe, I don't know, but I have a feeling this might lead into if I ever get a chance to move back to California and I get to hang out with Papa Sniklee some more, there's going to be a sideshow of the adventures of Papa Sniklee and the shenanigans that he ensues, because
That's your name, Sideshow Snick.
oh my god, dude, yes, that's going to be it. Oh my god, we're going to make it happen.
Write that down.
But
Write that down.
write this down.
We already have it documented. I said on the recording, so fuck
Just
you.
in the background. Babe, write this down.
Hey, I'm not going to steal it, dude. It's
Some fucking cat girl.
It's going to be great. I mean, if anything, it's going to be like a great as Sniklee and Mando, or Sniklee, Jesus Christ, just Mikey and Thomas said once when we were even out and they met Papa Sniklee, he's like Bert Kreischer without taking his shirt off. Like,
Yeah, I
that
haven't
is
said
the
it. This
epitome
man
of
is
what I
my
deal with.
hero, bro. This man
Oh,
is my
yeah.
new hero. I'm gonna grow up to be exactly like this dude. I hope.
All right,
That's a good thing or a
so
bad thing.
I'll dive into
Let's
it
do
now.
it.
So Sunday we wake up and it's, hey, when do we want to go? Well, fucking we show up. Who was playing at the time? I think we came in around 3. So was it Dead Poet Society?
Daughtry was
I'm not
playing
too
at
sure.
that time.
We just got there after Daughtry because we were trying to make it for Daughtry, but we didn't get to make it. Either way, so okay, we get there on Saturday. We park the car in the same spot. Now, mind you, where we've parked our car, where we've parked the Gargantuan's car, is the CHP office, bro, under a camera, and it literally says no parking, visitors only, right?
Oh.
So the Gargantuan is like, well, we're technically visiting because we're going to Discovery. Because we're going to Discovery Park every single night, dude.
Future firefighter right here.
Already finding loopholes. Let's go.
Yes, dude. He's parked his car in the same spot, the safest it could be, under a camera at CHP. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with the car at CHP, right?
Want to bet?
So we are on our
CHP.
way in. We get an Uber to the venue, to like the Arco gas station that's right next door. We walk in and I'm like, fine. I'm like, you know what, dude, today's gonna be a chill day. I'm probably gonna smoke a little bit and call it good and chill. They come out with 3 tall boys. I'm like, oh fuck, okay. I don't get my tall boy until halfway to the venue. Like, we're almost to the cattle guards, and I get a tall boy. And you can't enter with drinks. Oh, cool. Fuck me, right? So either way, we all 3 end up slamming a tall boy. We get in, we buy another tall boy or whatever, fucking 24 ounce, whatever, and we fucking slam that. And then I'm like, oh shit, okay, feeling a buzz. And then I smoke a little bit, and then I give Thomas my pen. I steal his joint. I smoke a little bit off, and Thomas's shit is for some reason extra strong. Knocks me on my ass. At this point, So now at this point, Papa Sniklee, my mom had texted me and said, "Hey, there's some people there, whatever." And I tell Papa Sniklee, "Hey, there's some people here we used to know, yada yada." Eventually, he goes, "Hey, where are they at?" And I'm like, "Well, fucking, I don't know. Like, hold on." So I find out. I give him a call. A short 5 minutes goes by. I find them. They come over to where our anchor point is. Our anchor point has pretty much been the same spot for 3 days now. And that is where I lose Papa Sniklee for the day.
Uh-oh.
He meets me, or he meets the fucking friends, and next thing I know, he's gone like a fart in the fucking wind. I'm like, okay, well, and then the Gargantuan, he went off to go see a different band. I can't remember. I think he went up to the main stage to get fucking pretty close. So then I'm wandering around. I do my thing, and the next thing I know, I come back to the anchor point. Mikey and Thomas are there, and Papa Sniklee comes stumbling over. It's fucking 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and he comes stumbling over. I'm like, oh shit. And what does he have in tail? A woman. He has a woman with him. And I'm like,
He
oh
does not
fucking
have
okay,
her
here
in
we go.
tail. She's dragging him by his ponytail.
Yeah, she's got
Pretty
him,
much.
sir.
I should say she has him in tail. She has him in tail. Is pretty much what that
Grabbing him
went,
by his
right?
fucking
Because
tail.
she is pulling him along. And all I hear is, that's my fucking kid. And then she comes over and she's all, oh my god, this is your kid? He's way better looking than you. And then proceeds to give me a kiss on my cheek. And
Let's
I
go.
am now in fight or... Dude, I enter fight or flight mode. I'm like,
He
oh,
put his hands up.
no, stop. Like, no. These assholes
you
are
were
sitting by
not
just
that-
watching all this go down.
I got
You were
pictures.
not that calm, sir, whatsoever.
Yeah, I was not having it. So either way, she, and then what happened? I'm like trying to find a way to get out of this. In my head, I'm like, I got to fight or flight. I got to flight. I got to get out, exit, fucking side show, whatever, right? And eventually, I'm like, I just tell them, hey, I got to go fucking piss, and so I disappear. And I go kind of walking around. I go take a leak. I come back, and my dad and that girl are still there. I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm buzzed and I'm fucking stoned. I don't want to talk to nobody. I want nothing to do with nobody. Just leave me alone. Let me enjoy my fucking day, right?
Understandable.
It's the last day.
Oh yeah.
I sit down on this blanket in front of Mikey and Thomas and who was the young lady that was with you guys? Amber was her name?
That Amber and my friend Sarah are with us.
Amber and Sarah were with us. All right. And Sarah's having a great time. I remember that. I was like, oh my God, okay. She's having a good time. Amber's enjoying herself. Well, either way, I lay down. Next thing I know, this fucking
He had to stop himself.
This lovely woman.
she comes over and lays down next to me and like rubs on me, and I immediately am like, no. I can't really remember what was said and what she was saying. All I say is like, I got a wife. Like, I go into full panic mode. I got a wife. Like, no. And then it's followed with, oh no, honey, I'm not looking for that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, you should start with that. Because I know you've been drinking. My dad's been drinking. I know how he is. I know how drunk women get. Like, start with that. Either way, she starts asking me questions about my fucking dad and the past and this and that. And I'm answering her questions. These assholes are over here taking pictures and shit.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just
Amber took video.
Evidence. Never live it down.
Finally,
Oh.
finally, she leaves. Dude, literally, she stands up, stands next to my dad. I remember tilting my head back and seeing them. As soon as, because I was in the middle of trying to stand up, as soon as I stood up, they were gone. And that's when I knew it was fucked. And I was like, I have to be sober for the rest of the day. And I immediately tell the gargantuan, hey, I lost Papa Sniklee. Be ready for another evening. And he's like, shit. Okay. We proceed to, what bands were they? Let's open up. So I Prevail was good. Dance Gavin Dance I didn't see.
Boo.
Rancid was good. And then I remember most of the set of Guns N' Roses. And at this point, I'm sober as a bird. I'm just sitting there, probably like Thomas is enjoying Tool. No stab at Tool. I'm just saying I'm enjoying the music of Guns N' Roses. Just chilling, waiting. I am literally waiting at this point to find my old man. Like, where the fuck is he at? He knows where we're at. Where's he at? And here he comes with somebody that's carrying him. Dude, when I tell you it's a different sight when you see your dad getting carried by somebody else, like, fuck. So he comes over finally stumbling and stands on the gate. I'm the devil, bitch. No, you're not. Stop it. You guys are bitches. Nah, I was with a bad bitch tonight, man. Did you see her? Yes, Dad, I seen her. Yes. Oh, yeah, man, I had a good time. I'm gonna bite her butthole. Shut the fuck up, Dad. Shut the fuck up. I'm texting the gargantuan, hey, dude, he's fucking hammered. Whenever you're ready, let's get out of here. I get a text back. Really? On a scale of 1 to 10. I text him back immediately. 11. He's fucking. He's gone, dude. It's gonna be a night. And he's like, fuck. Okay, well, I'm up front. I'm in the spit zone, he calls it, where you can get spit on by the singer. He's literally up against the gates watching Guns N' Roses. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man, this is gonna be a rough one. So then he stands there, has a good time, and then finally the gargantuan meets us back at the blanket, and this is where this is fucking awesome. So we're on our way out, and it's a continuous, I was with a bad bitch tonight, man. Did you guys see her, man? Oh, really? Really, Papa Sniklee, you were with a bad bitch, huh? What was her name? Man, fuck you guys, man. You guys are bitches. then we're exiting the venue. Oh, dude. Then we're exiting the venue, and there's these two dudes. So then everybody's trying to usher, hey, go right, exit right. So we're exiting through the gate, and I remember there's this one dude from Greece. At the time, we didn't know it. It's one guy, and all of a sudden, my dad's saying something, you cannot understand him. And this guy goes, he's speaking gibberish. I speak gibberish too. And then he proceeds to carry my dad out with his two friends. All of a sudden, there's 5 of these fucking guys carrying my dad out, yelling after party at his house while he's trying to communicate and say shit to him. And I'm just like, God damn it. And I'm telling the gargantuan, like, good luck getting him away from these guys so we can go fucking home. And he's fucking like, no, it'll be fine. We'll exit left and go to the car. No, we're not. We ended up at Arco talking to these fucking guys for 30 minutes. Now, they were cool guys. Then we find out they're from Greece. They're visiting, or no, they're here. They're actually moving here to the States. And then they buy another 12-pack of IPAs. And then we're both trying to tell them, hey, Papa Sniklee doesn't need another one. Like, let him be. He's fucking hammered. And then we're trying to tell Papa Sniklee, like, hey, reel it in, dude. We're by the cops. There's tons of cops. We do not need you we don't need you getting arrested. So finally we get him away from the guys from Greece, and we're trying to walk home. Oh, rewind to exiting the venue. before Guns N' Roses is over. I'm trying to walk him out early. It took probably 20 minutes to get to this one area. And at this point, he's said goodbyes to Thomas and Mikey.
Oh, God.
Afterward,
Like
oh
4
my God,
times.
Oh, he said goodbye all for like 5 minutes to each of us.
And then this asshole's like, hey, you got to say goodbye to Mikey.
Yeah.
And throws him on. This motherfucker's like 3 inches taller than me. I'm trying to hold him up and shit.
How do you think I felt?
crying.
Dude, I had to walk into the car. So then he fucking
Not my
he
fucking
walks
dad.
to I don't want excuses. So then we're walking and we get under the bridge by that by the sound check for one of the second stages, the second smaller stages, and he's like, "Hey, turn that way." I'm like, "What the fuck? Turn that?" And all of a sudden he whips it out and starts fucking pissing. I'm like, "No, you are not." He's like, "You're being a terrible spotter right now. You screwed around." I'm like, "Dad, put your fucking dick away. Stop fucking pissing. We're almost to the urinals. I can't hold it." Oh my fucking God, dude. Hurry the fuck up.
There's probably no
He
sentence any kid
pinches
would
it
have
off
ever
and-
thought he would have to say to his own father, "Dad, put your
Dude.
fucking dick away."
Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, this is real life verbatim. I'm being so honest right now. So he finally gets it fucking done, zipped up, and put away. By the time Guns N' Roses is done and everybody is making their way, like literally, I'm watching the crowd come. I'm like, oh, fuck. Zipped up, put away, back on my shoulder as the crowd's getting to us, and I walk him under the bridge. Finally got the gargantuan. That's when we met the people from Greece. Now we're walking back to the fucking car, right? We get to the gas station. The gargantuan, he tells the gargantuan, I'm out of cigarettes. Give me some cigarettes. And he's like, all right, I got you. He goes inside, and his dumb ass is like, hey, I need cigarettes for that guy out there. And like, we can't sell them to you because we don't know he's 18. So he comes out, and he's like, hey, dude, I know, I don't know. I don't make these rules. He just comes out and he's like, hey, man, they wouldn't sell me cigarettes. I'm like, I got it. I walk in there. I buy his cigarettes. I give him his pack.
They believed you
And
were
now
18?
we're at the front of this. Huh?
None. Continue.
Fucking asshole. I'm watching that. I'm watching this later, by the way. So then we're at the front of this gas station, and we're by a telephone pole, and he's leaning up against it, and he's smoking his cigarette. And now me and the gargantuan are like, all right, let's go. And he's like, hold on a fucking minute. I'm trying to smoke this cigarette. He's like, I was with a bad bitch tonight. Did you guys see her? Oh, really? What was her name? What was her name? Like Stephanie? And he's like, fuck you guys, man. You guys are bitches. All right, man. Reel it in. Smoke your cigarette. Let's go. He doesn't grab my shoulder this time. For some reason, he grabs the backpack behind me. As I start going forward, he falls and pounds ass into that fucking telephone pole, dude. All I feel is the sudden stop and pull of this backpack, and I look back at this motherfucker. He's halfway to the ground, and I'm like, "You good?" And he's like, "Yeah, fucking asshole. You ran me into the pole." I'm like, dude, what did you want me to? Like, you grabbed the backpack. You didn't grab my shoulder. So then we continue making our way. We make it probably 40, 50 feet, and then he's like, I gotta pee again. Are you fucking serious, dude? So he gets behind these bushes on just the other side of the street, whips out and starts fucking pissing again. And then I proceed like, put your fucking dick away. You're being a terrible spotter. Turn the fuck around.
You're
Dude,
supposed to look out.
yeah, you're not supposed to have your fucking dick out.
Dad was on repeat,
Then
bro.
finally, dude, we're making our way back. And then again, I need a cigarette. Can we fucking get to the car? We've been walking for 45 minutes and made it fucking 20 feet. Jesus Christ!
Still see
Finally,
the gift card.
man, oh my dude, pretty much. It's like, Jesus Christ! And then he gets these wild hairs up his ass to fucking start jogging, and he'll jog for a minute, like across the street, and then as soon as it came to uneven ground, he'd fall like fucking ass. I'm like, what the fuck?
I can hear him saying this too in my head right now.
Oh man.
Dude, factoring in the height difference is so great.
So then we finally make it to the car, and we're deciding on where to eat. And we're like, you know what, better play it safe and sorry. Let's just have some In-N-Out. We go to In-N-Out. This dude gets 2 double-doubles and animal fries. I get a double with fries. The gargantuan gets a double with fries. It's 1 fucking a.m. And there's only one other group of people there that are not like with us, but with us. Right? They're like catty corner from us. This motherfucker proceeds to talk about, I was with a bad bitch tonight, man. Did you guys see her? Yes, yes, we seen her. What was her name? Man, fuck you guys, man. You guys are bitches. I already texted her. I told her I wanted to bite her butthole. She said I could. I'm gonna bite her butthole. I'm gonna blow her up from the back like a balloon.
Oh my god.
Mind you, these people are catty corner from us. And he's not being very quiet. I'm finally like, Dad, shut the fuck up before we get 86 out of this fucking In-N-Out, bro. So over the whole night on the way home, it's, I was with a bad bitch tonight. Fuck you guys, man. I'm the devil, bitch. I was like, all right.
Fuck.
We make it home.
Hold up.
I
We
end up
skipped the
passing
part.
out like.
Remember when you pulled over?
What part did I skip? Which
When you pulled over before the.
Oh my
on the
god,
freeway?
dude! Yeah. So we're, dude. Before we get to In-N-Out, we're fucking on our way home, and this dude, he tells the gargantuan, "Hey, if I tell you to pull over, I need to throw up." Or the gargantuan tells him, "If you need to throw up, tell me to pull over." Whatever. Either way, dude, we get just before the causeway, and there's one exit ramp, and he says, "Pull over," and the gargantuan didn't really hear him, and I'm like, "Hey." He said, pull over real quick. I think he's got to throw up. This motherfucker pulls over so fast and hits the brakes so hard. Papa Sniklee jumps the fuck out of the car like it's on fire. And we're both like, what the fuck? And he's like, what? We're not getting out to fuck these guys up? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, I thought we were pulling over so we could fight somebody.
What the fuck?
We're like, dude, there's nobody. Here's like, what about those people that were following us? We're like, what are you talking about? It's like, oh, all right then. And he gets in, and that's yeah. So I fucked up. I forgot about that part. Yeah, that was. It's like, are you fucking what? There's nobody following us. Then we had In-N-Out. Then we make it home. He passed out on the fucking couch. I pass out in bed. I wake up probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I expected this man to be gone for work because he's an animal and he would do such thing. This dude was so hammered. And I don't think I told Mikey and Thomas this, but he was so hammered. He missed his alarm, got a call from work, and was like, oh, I guess I'm not coming in. Then gets a call from a chick that's been hitting him up, a different chick from the one he met at the concert. She comes and picks him up. He continues to rally. I call him, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Oh, man, I went over to this broad's house, man. I had to clap cheeks.
This man is my fucking hero.
My fucking hero, guys. I want to grow up to be this
bro,
man.
Your son's last day here with you, and you left early to go fucking clap cheeks.
I bet it was the same chick
So then,
from the night before.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the same chick, dude. This is a totally different chick.
Fucking
This
great.
is a totally different chick.
Could you imagine if he
And I'm
leaned
like,
over and
bro,
said, "Yeah, I
what
was
the
with a
fuck?"
bad bitch last night"?
Oh, dude. And I'm
Sorry,
just like,
sorry.
bro, fuck.
Sorry.
Dude, he rallied the whole next day, all day Monday. He rallied. I remember the Gargantuan because I left and I had to go have dinner with different family members, and I get a text from the Gargantuan of him fucking passed out on the back patio back at home. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Needless to say, Sunday was the highlight. I had a great weekend. Jesus Christ, my knees and my back hurt, though.
Oh, dude, that video of you carrying him and trying to keep him from falling into the street. I don't know why, man. That's been on repeat in my mind for like 9. Ask cousin not helping.
Memories are forever.
Get him out of the fucking road.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it was either that or he'd be on uneven ground right next to it and he'd almost fucking fall with me into 50-mile-an-hour traffic. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh god.
And then the whole time still on the way back, man, look at those butt cheeks. Man. And then the other one was, man, did you see all those poopers there? Or those buttholes? Man, did you see all those buttholes? Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
These guys were giving me shit because I was hammered, and they had no idea what hammer. They had no fucking clue, man.
Oh.
This motherfucker had to
That's
deal with
hammered.
the devil himself.
I'm the
Quite
devil,
literally.
bitch.
And the devil on this day was fucking horny.
Oh,
Devil's always
more than
horny,
ever.
bro.
Always. If he didn't have
We-
horns out and he had his horn out.
we got to speed run through y'all's Sunday experience because we are at 2 hours. So, Mikey, give us a synopsis. How was your Sunday? What was the takeaway point? What did you see? Who did you see? Who'd you like? Who'd you hate? And why is it Guns N' Roses?
I don't hate them. They shouldn't be performing. They're at that point where it's time to grade before you're known fucking.
Trust me, Slash, you're still young enough. You can find a new band.
Honestly, he should just go solo because when he did that in his own career, he did great. So that'd be my recommendation to him.
He needs to bring back Velvet Revolver.
All right. Daughtry was good, but they blew out their sound system, so they had
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that shit.
It was literally okay. Aftershock.
Like, the most awkward fucking 15 minutes of silence at a festival I've ever heard.
Oh yeah. So that was hysterical. That was great. And once they fixed it, put on a great show. I Prevail, great. Rancid, amazing. Love those guys. I hit straight in the nostalgia. Guns N' Roses, I love them. I do. But honestly, I would have rather have seen I Prevail, Rancid, or Billy Talent because Billy Talent played their fucking hearts out. That was a show on the baby stage that tore the fucking roof off of that bitch. That was so good.
Billy Talent is just so fucking good. And Billy Talent is another band that I recommend. If you ever get a chance to see them live while they're still touring it around, fucking do it.
Oh yeah, that was my Sunday. The only thing I would change about Sunday, because we missed a band to go see Guns N' Roses, and we could have seen their whole set by the time GNR actually showed up. I was pissed, but yeah, other than that, it was a great day. And being stone cold sober while all of that was happening was magical. Oh my god! Huh?
Real quick, what was the name of the band again?
Suicide Silence.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Rest in peace, Mitch Lucker, another person that never forgotten ever.
Dude. Yeah, that was my Sunday.
So then, Mando, moving it down to you.
I mean, I had one goal Sunday, and that was to smoke all the weed I brought with me for Aftershock by the end of the day, and I almost succeeded. But we got there in time. I got to see at the 1:30 saw Red Light King. I don't know if any of you guys know who that is. Kind of like he's like a mix of rock, more on the rock side, but mixes it a little country into it sometimes. I enjoyed him, but yeah, Daughtry was hysterical for the silence. I Prevail was great. Rancid. I went and saw Queens of the Stone Age. Was mildly disappointed they didn't perform 3s and 7s. Yeah, Guns N' Roses. It was the only time I saw them. I got to see them for the novelty of seeing them, I guess, as it is now.
Yep.
And I'm pretty upset because they did come out 35, 45 minutes late, and there's a bunch of I was joking about it with Mike. I was like, I bet Axel's just being a fucking prima donna, right? Later that night, when we're driving, we're getting a ride back to my car. One of my friends, Sarah, she's looking stuff up about why they came out late, figure out what was going on backstage, and supposedly one of the reasons that he didn't want to come out was because Suicide Silence was playing, and he's like, "We're the headliners. No other band's gonna play. Well, we're playing."
Yep. So Axel being Axel.
Yep.
Yep.
And that really infuriates me because I would have liked to have seen Suicide Silence, and to have had that option known. If like they should have just like marked the times off as differently. That's all. Just be honest. Mark the times off because everybody there paid hella money to see everything, and I would have liked to see Suicide Silence. I have before, but I would like to see him again. And so, but other than that, you know, the walkout for Guns. Like there was one point before they came on that not a small crowd, a large portion of the crowd started booing, and I ain't never heard that at Aftershock except for Machine Gun Kelly. That was wild.
So. Fuck that guy.
But yeah, other than that, I did successfully almost smoke all my weed, which was the goal, and that's why I enjoyed Guns N' Roses so much. I'm sure.
All right, so then closing out before we give our ending statements. The last question that I wanted to ask you guys is, off the top of your head, a band that you wish you could have seen there, or like a band that you wish performed but didn't perform there. Like, is there a band that you want to see there for future Aftershock? Starting with you, Sniklee.
I got fucked out of a viewing of System of a Down, so I would love to see them.
All right, that's definitely a solid choice. That's one of my favorite bands of all fucking time. Now moving down the line, Mikey, a band that you would like to see perform at a future Aftershock.
I gotta say they've hit a lot of what I wanted to. I don't think it'd be like a good idea, but it'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to see Kubla Khan or Knocked Loose. Like get a real hardcore band in there and let's just have some fun.
Kubla Khan or Knocked Loose would actually be fucking solid.
Right.
They need to just make a stage or a segment where it's nothing but just hardcore. Let the straight edge kids go beat the shit out of each other for like an hour.
Dude, Sack's got a huge hardcore scene, so I'm sure it would do well.
Moving down the line, Tom.
Seeing as how Aftershock, after watching or seeing at least the Parkway Drive set, they don't have any problems with pyrotechnics. I'd like to see Rammstein there.
Right.
Ooh.
Assuming they can stay unbanned in the U.S. for longer than 5 years.
It's wishful thinking, right?
Oh yeah, very wishful thinking. Trust me, I'm right there with you. Now, down the line, Brandon, any upcoming shows that you could potentially want to see that might be somewhere near your area?
Well, if they have it this coming year, I want to go to Knotfest again.
Hell yes, Knotfest is always a good shout, especially if you go see it in Iowa, the birthplace of Slipknot.
But I will always say that my main goal is to one day save up enough to go to Aftershock with these fellas, because that's something that's a goal of mine.
Trust me, once I move to the West
Coast,
Coast,
you might meet Papa Sniklee.
Yeah, you'll have it. We'll make sure you have a good time.
The future upcoming shows for me, I just bought tickets to go see Tech Nine and Hollywood Undead, and in about 2 weeks' time, I have tickets
see
to go
those
see...
and those guys are Tuesday.
And then in about 2 weeks' time, I just bought tickets to go see Amaranth and Dragon Force. I haven't seen Dragon Force since they released the Inhuman Rampage album. You know, the song from the video game that everybody played? Yeah, that one.
Yep.
So I'm excited for that. That's what I got going on in my life. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is outro time. We made it. We did it. We made it to the end of another podcast. Again, I apologize if this one was a little bit different because there was 5 people here, but only 4 present. Sniklee, thank you very much for coming onto the show, fella. This was entertaining. Honestly, I loved getting to actually hear the stories firsthand from the guy that was there. All I had to go off of was the memes of, what's her name? Man, fuck you guys.
I'm the devil, bitch.
The devil, bitch.
So, sir,
The
thank you
devil,
for
bitch.
coming on to the show. How'd you like it? Did you have fun?
Oh, absolutely, man. I hope I can come back one day. This was awesome. I'm glad I got to tell some stories. I just want to throw out there that I love Papa Steve and the Gargantuan. It was the Gargantuan's first time at a festival too. He's been to plenty of concerts, but nothing like that before, and he had a great time. And I'm looking forward to doing it again, possibly. Papa Sniklee's already talking about doing it again next year. So I told him though
Bad
maybe we'll pick a
bitch.
couple days and not all 4 days.
Looking for the bad bitch, bro.
Oh yeah, he is.
Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes. Now moving down the line, Mikey. Lastly, closing statements, arguments, comments, concerns.
Well, Aftershock's always a fun time. Concerts and festivals are always a wild time to really just cut loose and hang out with your friends. I had a
Absolutely.
blast. I'm glad everybody got through safe. And if you're on the fence about doing this stuff, please go try it. I don't care if you got to go solo or if you got to rock with just one or two friends. Hit the venue, have a good time, and cut fucking loose. This is how you live on the weekends. Yeah, that's all I got.
But be safe doing it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Make sure you at least get home safely, and you'd have to be carried out by 5 strangers who are Greek. Now, moving down the line, Tom. Closing arguments, statements, comments, concerns. You want to say to the folks?
Not much. For me, Aftershock's my vacation once a year to go do something with at least the friends that go, and I look forward to it every year. And I advise everybody to check it out.
Dope, 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 dope. Brandon.
Well, being that I haven't gone to a multi-day festival yet, my main goal is just to have Aftershock be my first, because I want my first one to at least be with friends and people that I know. So that's a goal of mine. Deep waters.
Then from me, I always have to advocate this, always, especially when it comes to these multi-day festivals. Make sure you take care of yourself. I know everybody's there drinking, having a good time, but take some time to, drink some water, go to the bathroom, and then drink some water, and eat some food, and drink some water. Did I mention drink some water? You should probably drink some water right now. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for hanging out with us on this episode of the NoSkill Podcast. Just a heads up that down below, there's some buttons in the comment section. I highly suggest you do whatever you want to with them. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.